All right, today I'm just going to let you listen in when I do a practice session. There is an operatic aria by Donizetti from Don Pasquale that I sang, I don't know how many years ago. That was in college. So I sang it many years ago, and I really would like to sing it again. This is the type of aria you don't just sing because there are some fast moving parts. So that's kind of what I'm working out right now. Trying to also watch myself and, slow things down, do things, just in detail to have a clean sound. What happens very easily in arias such as this one is that, you start portamento too much and then it becomes a little unclean. So I'm focusing on my onsets, on connecting, on being legato, nice phrasing, dynamics. So here we go. I'm just gonna I sit at the piano here, and this is usually how I start practicing. I just sit at the piano after I've warmed up. I have already warmed up, and I'm going to just start singing. So I have to move away from the microphone a little bit when it gets loud. And that's where it easily becomes a little sloppy. So the way we do portamento, it when you do too sloppy, too wobbly, then it's not pretty. So you have to kind of always keep in mind that it's like, actually it's legato with a little bit of portamento. So when it becomes too much, it's just not nice anymore. So okay, so on we go. So when there are some runs like this, you never weight, you never give every pitch the same weight. It's basically, you want to have anchor points. Trafise. It's kind of da 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 da. It always has a direction where it wants to go. Also, of course, I'm focusing on vowel placements to achieve best resonance throughout and to kind of keep it in the same place. So going on, because we haven't even gone to the hard parts yet. Piego il ginocchio ed esse son vostro collier. Okay, so there's a tenuto on that one pitch. So I was a little too dark on that high ah. Cavalier. Cavalier. And then going on. E tanto era in quel guardo saper di po. The D, I want to place it not too far back. Saper di parodi. This is tricky. On the sheet music, it's all 30-second notes, 3 groups of 30-second notes. But traditionally, of course, you don't just plow over them. There is a ya da 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 da. There is a, it's kind of rubato, like oh, paradiso. It's not a double S. And then, of course, I back off on that half step upwards. Always keeping vibrato nice and consistent. It's very, very important in classical music to keep a nice, consistent vibrato that has the most pleasant width and speed. When it becomes too wide, not nice. When it comes too slow, too wobbly. So we want to have it nice to where it's just a spin that propels everything forward, that places everything to where it adds more resonance instead of just a wobbliness, okay? And again, I don't want to like go too much. When I go too overboard in the portamento, I don't feel it's accurate anymore. Like I want it to have a high level of accuracy and not too much wobbliness. Ricordo. And well, maybe not get too dark. Ricordo. D'amor. Do I want to slide here? No, maybe not. Okay, that's a hard one for me. For some reason, it goes up and then it has, well, it's actually just a scale, but it's like, oh my God, the placement, because it's an E. So, and again, it's not the speed, does vary. So the tempo of this run, it's not yum, it's not like that. You want to just, in bel canto, singing, it's always like you want to enjoy the high pitches. It's not like you want to broaden them. That often happens. It's a tradition. You do this and it musically sounds the best when you kind of, it's almost like you hang out on that top pitch just a bit longer because it is so high and because you are like, everyone wants to listen to the singer who sounds amazing, of course. So, and you feel like, oh, I could hang on. The high note is just floating. And so you want to just enjoy it a bit. Okay, so. In order to have a good run, you know, the first time I did it, I was a little heavy. So lightening up definitely does help. I feel like my maybe was a little dark. Always keeping in mind my voice type. You know, like a lyric coloratura / soubrette. We don't ever want to get into the direction of like, lowering the larynx too much before we really need to, going really high. We want to keep it in a nice, natural forward placement and not too artificially darkened. It's like, nice and bright and forward. Oh, this next one is kind of because there's an accelerando on that. Well, it's not a run. It's a bunch of kind of large intervals. Ya da 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 da. So really, it's like an arpeggio of that chord. The G. Let's see. What I don't want is to make the top heavy. I want to keep the top pitches always kind of light so I can move fast. And the lower pitches are kind of an anchoring point. It's like yada da 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 da. I'm always kind of thinking in groups of two. Yada da 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 da. It's like non volgeria. And then the bottom ria. I want it to be legato. Even in the sheet music, there is a little arch, like it connects the two. I don't want it to. I don't like it when there's too much portamento upward. It's really just a legato with a very slight slide in there. Pensier. And again, the same. When I do too much portamento, it just becomes so sloppy, I feel like. And then for me, that's always the difference between a singer who sounds pretty good and a singer that sounds like, wow, what a level of accuracy. And I want to be the latter if I can try that, you know. No, that was too much chest voice. Pensier. And then she laughs. Ha ha ha. And then it starts. And that's when it gets really challenging now. Let me do just the first part of that a little bit. Maybe that this episode will have a to be continued. So now we have, if I slow it down, suan kio, kio, oh, oh. It has that little, it's a little accented Vorschlag. Now I can't remember what it is in English. Like, it's tricky because it's like anch'io. So, but we need to also get to the O. So, suanch'io. No, it's not suanch'io, suanch'io. Suanch'io. That is so tricky. This is, I feel like this, the hardest thing about this entire aria is the suanch'io. It's so short, but you have to make the E longer than the O, but then there's this short accent, Suanchi, suanchi, ki. Suanchio. We don't want it to sound like suanchio because it's not kyo. Suanchio. 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 Lavir. No, there's not an accent on here. Lavir tu magica. D'un guardo a tem. D'un guardo a tempo e loco. And again, like, I'm so careful about these portamenti. Loco. We don't want to make it too draggy or too overemphasized. Loco. Suang. I am really struggling with this. Suanchi. 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 Suanchio. I think I'm getting it now. Suanchio. And then again, accent the beginning and then back off and stay light. Otherwise, I can't move fast. Suanchio. 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 Lavi. No. Come si bruciano. I cori lento fuoco. Dun pre. So it has these bre. So I have 3 sounds that I have to fit in there, but it's very short and has that beginning, that little, I don't know what to call it right now in English. Dun breve sori seto, conosco anch'io l'effetto. And they are actually staccato, so I need to make them a little more staccato. Conosco anch'io l'effetto. I don't know if I like that so much. No. I'm totally off here. I need to change. Like, d'un breve sorrisetto. I was wrong here with the melody. Conosco anch'io l'effetto di menzognera lagrima d'un solito languore. Okay, so this was just a little bit, because I'm talking a lot, this is taking a long time. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to turn on a backing track and do it up to this point, so you can actually hear what it sounds like when I don't interrupt it. Okay, let's start this. Okay, I already started the piano thing. Vostro I totally messed that up. Let's do that one more time. Son chiaro virtù magica, non guardo tempo e luogo, son io come si bruciano i cori nel tuo fuoco. D'un breve sorrisetto conosco anch'io l'effetto di menzognera lagrima d'un solito languore. Conosco i mille modi dell'amorose frodi, i vizi lordi facili per d'adescare ancor. D'un breve sorrisetto e consumo di affetto conosco d'un subito languore. Okay. We're not going further. See, like, it's so hard at the speed that it is. This is definitely a work in progress. I'm not getting the ios quite like I want them to be at. I think it's because of the habit. I think when I last years ago practiced this, I actually did the song Kyo. I don't know. Maybe let's listen to actually someone singing this. Because the proper Italian is so anch'io, is io. It means me. So let's check this and see. Wait. We need to go to the fast. Oh, here we go. Let's see how she does it. S'anch'io, su anch'io. Ah, yes, she does it. Su anch'io. Okay, definitely work I have to do. And again, an aria such as this one, it's not like you practice this a few times and it sits really well in your voice. This is something that is a work in progress over the course of years. I mean, you don't literally practice it for years every single day, but it matures in your voice. So I hope you enjoyed this session and I hope you'll tune back in soon. I do have my 1 month of opera class going on starting September 11th. So if you want to join, you can go to masteryvoice.tv/opera class, and I would love to work with you. I do give one-on-one feedback. There's also the group aspect of things where you can just listen to everyone else and the progress, which is a lot of fun. And just check it out, and maybe I'll see you on the inside. Talk soon. Have a great day, and always keep on singing.